Our political analyst Brian Sobel. Brian, you and I spoke earlier this week about the search, and you said that it was really important for the DOJ to talk about its investigation. Were these brief remarks by the Attorney General enough, you think?
Not enough, Heather. There has to be more information forthcoming. I get what the Attorney General, Merrick, was attempting to do here, but he has a lot of people who are asking questions, and I'll bet you the White House was asking the Attorney General to say something. But the thing is, in his 2-minute statement, Merrick Garland said nothing of real substance other than we were following the law. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens tomorrow in court.
He did say he's limited in what he can say, but he did reveal that the search warrant, he would like for it to be unsealed. They've asked the judge to do that. So what can we expect if those documents are unsealed?
Even if they're unsealed, Christina, there isn't going to be necessarily a ton of information there. The DOJ is going to, if they're unsealed, it'll have some amount of overview. It'll be heavily redacted. Because it'll be specific about what they were looking for. And if it is indeed this classified information, then that is not going to be there. Frankly, the people who could shed the most light on this in many ways are the Trump officials, because they know exactly what was in the warrant, exactly what was being looked for, and could release almost anything they want.
Right, and some are saying that is what Merrick Garland was trying to do here, call Trump's bluff by saying, hey, you have these documents, you can reveal what we've given you, but just in case you don't, I'll take this to court and I'll move to unseal the documents. How do you think that Mr. Trump and his lawyers are going to respond to this request?
Well, first, you are watching a game of ping pong. It's going back and forth right now. There's a reason why, Heather, the Trump people are not releasing this. And it could be two things. It can be one, that they're just trying to play this out to the American people, so that the American people continue to get a little bit angrier about this raid on a former president, which is unprecedented. Or they may actually fear what was being asked for, and that it requires a lot of explanation. So could go either way. We should know more over the next 24 to 48 hours, I would think.
And Brian, quickly, we don't have a lot of time here. How do you think this is going to play out politically?
Well, this is really the $64,000 question is, does this impact or fire up the Republican base to say this was so egregious, this was so over the top, it's never been done in this country's history? What would happen if that happened, say somebody decided to go into Hillary Clinton's house in Chappaqua, New York, or, I don't know, President Obama, or even the residents at the White House? This is a precedent-setting thing. And so we will have to see how it plays out in November, but I think it will have an effect on firing up the Republican base.
All right. Thanks so much, Brian Sobel. As we mentioned, 3 p.m. tomorrow, we should know a lot more. Thank you. Well, as